Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash 17, Coach Roger versus Coach Priest. It is a debut here in Evolve Sports Live. And before I even talk about that, I want to bring in my partner for tonight, Meter. Meter, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, Langel. Really excited for more football and now on a new platform.
Yeah, this is going to be totally amazing, Meter. You and I have talked about it privately. We've talked about it publicly. This has been a dream or a goal for Evolve Sports for a long time to open up the other side, to quote a wrestling term, to open the forbidden door. And we are now on the PlayStation side, and we have finally done it after our amalgamation with the great folks from Grown Folks. And tonight we're kicking off the Madden Division on the PlayStation side. It's Coach Roger and Coach Priest, and I can't wait for this.
I can't either, and I'm noticing something pretty cool here about both of these teams. Maybe a little throwback here.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a throwback. I was talking to Coach Rog earlier today, and because in the OMFL, he controls the Houston Texans. So I kind of figured, you're used to the Texans, you're used to that playbook. That's the team he'd be taking. But no, he's taking the Kansas City Chiefs in honor and tribute to the first ever Super Bowl, like the legitimate first ever Super Bowl was the Chiefs and the Packers. And to kick off this division and to kick off this new era, they're going a tip back to that, and it's going to be the Chiefs and the Packers here tonight.
I love it. And I apologize, I forget. Was it the Packers who came out on top in the first ever?
I'm going to say maybe it's a 50-50 shot. I'm not sure who won that one, to be honest. Something tells me it was the Packers, but I'm not. My football historic knowledge is dwindling pretty quick here. Anyone in chat knows that. Feel free to pump it in chat. But yeah, no, I thought that was kind of a cool thing by Coach Raj to do, to say that, to tip his hat to history, it's going to be the Chiefs and the Packers tonight.
That's really, really exciting. I cannot wait to get down to the field and see what's going on. One other thing I do want to look at here. It looks like we're playing on a different skill level than we've historically seen here at Evolve Sports.
Yeah, we are. These guys are from the OMFL, who are currently in season 100 of their league. So, I mean, these guys have been playing Madden for probably longer than some of the people that are in the chat have been alive. So, I mean, that these guys are veterans. They play on all Madden, and yeah, it's going to be a different skill level tonight. But I'm excited to see where this goes.
I am too.
All right, so let's take a quick look here. We've got Coach Raj, who this season in the OMFL with the Houston Texans, unfortunately missed the playoffs, but that's because it's such a competitive league. So that's nothing against Coach Raj at all. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table tonight. I'm just bringing up one piece of stat information that I thought I had ready, but apparently I'm on a different screen. Here we go. Coach Raj started playing Madden all the way back in Madden 12. He's the owner of the Houston Texans in the OMFL, and this season 100, had a record of 8-9-0. So just one game below 500. I can't wait to see. I've been talking to him for the last few days here to get to know these competitors better. He seems like a great guy, awesome guy. Can't wait to chat with him some more. And I'm excited to see what he brings to not only this division, but to this game tonight.
Starting in Madden 12, that is a decade of Madden. Wow.
Exactly.
That is a lot of experience. I'll be really interested to see. I don't know how similar the Texans and the Chiefs are. I'll be interested to see how that affects this game, if that affects this game. And it may be on the opposite side. Maybe Priest is used to seeing Coach Raj throw or run different ways than he's going to tonight, and it could throw him off.
Yeah, that's part of the thing that we talked about when we first launched the idea of Clash, was the fact that you can take any team at any time. So if you have a team that's, heavy in offense, you may want to take a team that's strong in defense, or vice versa. So it's not always the same matchup when these competitors face off against each other. So you're right. He could be bringing something tonight that the Priest is looking for and may not be there, because it's going to be a different team and a different playbook.
Really, really exciting.
All right, so let's throw it over to Priest And Priest, in his history, he's been playing Madden and playing football since the original John Madden. And I don't know when the original John Madden football came out. I'm thinking it's somewhere back in the 90s. So he's been playing forever. He also played Tecmo Bowl before that. So he has a huge amount of experience when it comes to playing video game football. This season, he had a record of 12-5 and is the owner of the Packers in the OMFL. So, I'm looking forward to see what he brings as well. It's going to be a huge night. Now, one thing I do want to point out as we're trying to introduce, because these are new competitors, not all of our audience has been familiarized with these guys. Priest is actually a assistant football coach to a semi-pro team, so he knows his football. He knows his stuff, and we're going to see that on display tonight here in the digital gridiron, as it's going to be the Packers and the Chiefs.
Ooh. I'm really excited for that as well. Somebody who is using a team that they've been using, and in theory, he could have been using them since the late 80s when that original John Madden came out.
Yeah.
Now obviously they've changed and grown over time, but you get a familiarity, and on top of that, having the real world football knowledge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And how will that play tonight?
Yeah.
In this game specifically?
I agree. I'm excited to see that. We've had a few people in our league that have in TPCFL who had a strong knowledge of football, and you could see how that translated over to the video game. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Priest does today. Now, I just had some fact check information fed to me, so I need to retract this before we even start the game. First off, Priest made the playoffs, 12-5, lost in the wild card round. And I said assistant coach, my mistake, it's head coach. So I apologize to Priest on that. I made a couple flubs there on commentary, but we got it straightened out and corrected. So let's give Priest the credit that he deserves. Head coach, and again, 12-5 made the playoffs and had a great season, but unfortunately came up short in the wild card round. But again, with a league this competitive, any given Sunday, as they say. But
very true.
But we are getting ready to go. I have the guys here, and they're excited. I'm excited. The chat is excited. This is huge. It's the debut on the PlayStation side, and I can't wait to get it started. So I'm going to tell these guys to kick it, and we'll see what happens. Let's get down to the game.
Heck yeah.
All right, here we go. We're just waiting for the game to start. We'll switch over to the live feed as soon as we are ready.
Ooh, we have a prediction in chat now for channel points. If you want to bet your points on who's going to win, head on over there and check that out. See who you think.
I'm interested to see who the chat picks as well. But we are underway here. Man, seeing the PlayStation icons at the bottom of the screen just looks weird in a good way, but it just looks different because you're so used to other things. But here we go, guys. History's about to be made. Packers, Chiefs, Priest, Coach Rog. Here we go.
Initial kickoff. Coach Rog kicking off to Coach Priest. 10 minutes on the clock. This one into the end zone. Going to be returned. He's taking this one out. Weaving through traffic, bouncing off his own guy and being taken down at the 22.
Yeah, 22-yard line. A big start to this.
Now, how do you feel about taking it out from the end zone when it's kicked about halfway through the end zone like that? What do you think that symbolizes in him being willing to take that out instead of taking the knee?
I used to try to run out with it because I always wanted to make that big play. I wanted to make that, make the miss and head down the field. But, the chances of that happening are so slim that now I've chose to just wait and start. Like, I'll move out of the way and start at the 20.
I mean, on top of that, you also got to get to the 25 now, not the 20 like it used to be. I feel like that's significantly harder.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Totally agree.
Handoff pushed through the middle, picks up 4 yards. Not a bad opening run. Early handoff here, and looks like Coach Raj was sitting back in some back coverage, not going with an early blitz. Not a lot of pressure early on.
No, this is what's going to be interesting for us on this meter is the fact we've never really seen these guys play, so we don't know what their play style is really like. So it's gonna. These guys probably are familiar with each other, and they're like, yeah, this is par for the course. This is what I'm expecting. But for us, it's all new. So I'm excited on that.
Coach Priest with the handoff fake takes it himself with the quarterback and picks up just 2 on that one. Now a 3rd and 4 situation. One for the counter.
3rd and 4 on the opening drive. Assuming that the defense stands tall here.
Pistol formation for Coach Priest. Snap, looking, waiting, has time, throwing over the middle, wide open. He's got his man, and he's got a first down, 41-yard line.
Great play there by Priest. Saw the open player. Looks like Raj was looking for a pass downfield. The middle of the field short was open, and able to get that first down. Only needed 6 yards.
I formation now, 1st and 10. Handoff, and a lot of guys there right up the middle, but he pushes his way through and finally gets taken down at the 46 this time. Another 4-yard run.
Yeah, I'm noticing something here, Meters, the fact that we're not getting a lot of breakout, huge plays right now. It's going to be short passes, short moves, taking their time to take time off the clock potentially. Oh, as I say that, Priest has other plans, throws it for 20.
Oh, I might be significantly behind you then.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'll let you refresh then. I'll take over for a second here. And we will continue the action. But it is now 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Priest getting set up here.
I'm down on Rogers. He's walking up.
Yeah.
Am I still behind?
You are still behind. They just made the play. Jones out to the left. Gains 4 yards on the play.
Nice little run right there, and it seems like it's another 4 yards every time he gets to that first down. He picks up 4, and that's not a bad way. Then you only need 3 yards over the course of the next 2 plays.
Yep. And it's taking. Oh, look at the huge hit. Huge hit. Down he goes, loses a yard on the play, and it's now 3rd and 7 from the
big hit stick.
That was huge.
Went for the draw, trying to fake him out, and he had the cover 2 man with the 4-man coming in, and the linebacker just stepped right up and pushed him straight to the ground.
Yeah, that was a shutdown with authority on that one. Now 3rd and 7 from the 32. Priest drops back, throws over the middle, and is swatted away. And that brings up 4th down on the opening drive.
A lot of coverage there in the middle of the field, and you see it there with the cover 6 press. Real dangerous, arguably, to throw to where he did there. He might have gotten away with one on that.
Looks like he did get away with it. They are uncompetitive, though, so it looks as though, penalties aren't going to be... It's different playing on competitive than it is on Sim or Arcade, because most penalties, unless it's drastic, like roughing the passer or roughing the kicker, are usually avoided. But the field goal is good, and Priest takes a 3-0 lead here early in the first quarter, and now we're about to see Coach Raj with the ball.
And just to I must have misrepresented. By got away with one, I meant he could have easily been intercepted there.
Oh, I thought you were making a penalty call. I'm sorry. Yes, that makes way more sense now. That makes way more sense. All right. Throws to the right, or the left, sorry. If I can get left and right set up, maybe I can do the rest of this game. But a huge first play by Coach Raj, and they get a first down. It's now going to be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Yeah, first play, first down, a throw, kind of the opposite of what happened on the other end of the ball.
Definitely is. You can see that there's two different play styles right now. It seems as though Raj is trying to make big plays and get out of the gate early and try to get points on the board, whereas Priest was very slow, methodical. If you only gain 3 or 4 yards of plays, so be it. Taking time off the clock and making your defense work.
But that did work against him when he did end up needing a big play right when he was heading towards the red zone. So we'll see which of those mentalities comes out.
Indeed. Mahomes there with the pass to the left. It's 3rd and 3 now from the 48.
Third and 3, not a bad spot.
No, not at all. I was gonna say, man, it feels so great to be having PlayStation action here within Evolve Sports.
Absolutely, and anytime we get more competitors and more faces in, it's always a huge hit.
Indeed. Throws to the right, and I know it's the right this time. Gets the first down, but gets grabbed by the ankles. Hill taken down, but the damage is done. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Coach Rogers with perfect 3 for 3 so far in the passing game.
Yep, he's incredibly accurate so far. Mahomes with a long bomb into the end zone and intercepted in the end zone. And that's going to end that drive. And now here comes Priest back out of the end zone, makes it to the 21-yard line. That is a huge momentum killer for Coach Raj right now. Had a drive going. It was going well. Took a chance. Went for the end zone from basically midfield. And unfortunately, it's intercepted. Now the ball's coming the other way.
That was absolutely huge. And you mentioned momentum. It also changes the momentum board built into the game.
It definitely does. Huge play there. Saw a guy open on the left or on the right, throws it, gets a first down, and already they're on the 45-yard line. I don't know why I'm getting my left and rights mixed up. I promise it's not going to happen anymore. I've got an L and an R now on the sides of my screen. I just know which way to look now. We're good. Straight up the middle and stop. By the way, commentary-wise, are you caught up?
I have no idea. Okay. I have no way of knowing that.
Okay. So right now it's 2nd and 7 with 3:04 is where I am time-wise.
Yes. Yeah. 3:03.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you want to try play-by-play again, or you want me to keep doing it, I'll do whatever you want. We're pretty flexible.
I just don't want to be behind. That's all.
Yep.
Snap, lateral out to the left, and beautiful cut. Able to pick up the first on the run. Wow, that move right there, deadly.
Yeah, that was some juking and jiving there and get out of the way and gained a first down on a great play.
Absolutely incredible, and I love that he was able to do that. Having this run game early is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, being able to bring your game plan in and make it successful, especially early on, is definitely a confidence booster.
Handoff up the middle, and shakes off another guy and gets taken down. It takes 2 to do so.
Another first down. So this is a different drive than we saw in the opening one. In the opening drive, Priest was happy to get 3 yards here, 4 yards here. Now he's breaking off 10-yard chunks per play.
Yeah, and absolutely massive, especially after you got intercepted. Having that run play, or not intercepted, but got stopped on a pass play with it swatted. It's huge.
Yeah, most definitely. And this is what I'm noticing is the fact that if you've got players like this who can change up their style from drive to drive, it makes it very difficult to play defense because you can't predict where they're going or what they're doing.
We'll see how sustainable that is. A lot of this could be just choosing different plays that are somewhat similar, because we're still seeing a mostly ground-based offense. So is it that he's changing up plays and he's going to continue to do that, or does he have a 1, 2, 3 drive arsenal that could end up being repeated? The long game will be very interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And again, it's a situation where we've never seen these guys play before. So we're going into this kind of blind, but that's what makes it exciting. We're watching for the first time the same way the audience is.
Throw over the middle into double coverage, but he catches it. To the ground he goes.
They're all the way up to the 4-yard line now.
They are. Beautiful play. Fresh set of downs. And that brings him deep into the red zone. Deep into the red hot zone. The only place to go from here is into the end zone.
Makes the run there to the left. Gains 1 yard on the play. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. But you're right. I know there's no camera on me right now, but as soon as you started mentioning that, the smile on my face, I'm like, here we go. It's the red hot zone reference. Love that. Love that.
I mean, you have the red zone to the 20, but that 10 to the end zone, that red hot zone, that's where the magic happens.
You are correct, sir. Commando Slippy in chat saying it's so weird seeing the PlayStation buttons. He's so used to seeing Xbox, and yeah, you're right. I mentioned that earlier, Slippy. It's weird for us too, but a welcome change here in Evolve Sports.
All right, nobody in the backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Jones.
Snap, taking it himself and right into the end zone. Snap directly to the running back.
Just like that, the Packers turn that interception into 6 points. They had to go 80 yards to do it, but they marched all the way down the field, put points on the board, and pending those extra points, they're going to have a 10-0 lead here to start the second quarter.
That is the second time we've seen a snap directly to the running back this game. The other was the handoff fake that he ended up taking to the left early on in the first drive. And I watched one of his games, one of Coach Priest's games before this one, just to try and get caught up on some tape. And I saw him do the same thing in the red zone. So I think that's a fairly common play that he likes to pull.
Well, it's definitely effective. It's definitely effective.
Hard to argue that.
Oh, we got the momentum with the shaking screen now in effect.
Absolutely huge here. Snap, dropping back, looking, throw over to the middle, caught, and there's another first down.
Yeah, their ability to pick up first downs on that first drive was going great until the interception. And again, picking up right where they left off. Again, one play, 10-plus yards. It's 1st and 10 now from the 22.
Coach Rod's trying to get back some points. He's trailing now significantly. Handoff and nowhere to go. So front line just collapses.
Yeah, that was a yard in the wrong direction. The run defense by Priest there was able to catch Rog before he actually got to go anywhere, and now it's 2nd and 11, and that screen is still shaking.
It very much is. Snap, looking, throwing over to the right, caught. He's got a ton of room if he can cut. And he picks up the 37-yard line. A really good play right there yet again.
Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive. And like you said, he was wide open, and then the defense kind of swallowed him up after that. But again, gain another first down on it.
Handoff fake, looking, throwing over to the left, another wide open. And this is to the big man. Kelsey able to pick up a massive first down.
Yeah, I'm used to being burnt by Kelsey in the Extreme League because West and the Chiefs, Kelsey runs all over my defense all the time. So I'm used to seeing that. But big play there. Defense comes in, again, loses a yard. And it's 2nd and 11 now from the 39.
Yeah, I mean, they saw that run heading off to the right side, and he had 5 guys coming in, and they all collapsed over to that right side. Big stop.
Huge
now from
stop.
shotgun. Snapping, looking, throw, quick throw, and it's swatted down. Real dangerous.
Home players involved in touchdown. Oh, well, that's the end of reading that screen. So we're trying to read what the perk was there for the momentum. We'll try to do that again here as soon as we have an opportunity. 3rd and 11 from the 39 now.
All right, shotgun again. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. assessing 3 to the right. Sorry, there's one way further out. Snap looking from about midfield, throwing over the middle into triple coverage, and it's swatted down again.
Great defense by Priest. Had the field blanketed there. There wasn't really anybody open, and we were seeing the replay, but yeah, able to swat that away and forcing a field goal from midfield here.
The kick is up, and it is good.
And
Coach Rogert is on the board. It was. I agree.
Raj on the board now, 10-3, and giving the ball back to Priestley. So he's on the board, and we'll see whether or not the defense can step up here and get a stop.
This will be a big, big moment now because both teams have had the ball twice. Coach Priest has been able to score both times, and Coach Raj only the one, where the first one he bombed it into the end zone with the interception.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see now. Like you said, we saw the first drive was slow, methodical, 3 yards here, 4 yards there. Second drive seemed to be a lot of 10-plus yard plays. Let's see what we get out of Coach Priest here on the third drive.
Handoff left side, trips on a man who's on the ground and falls down on the line of scrimmage.
So nothing gained, nothing lost on that one. Just the loss of one play on this drive. And we'll see what comes out of this one now, what Priest's game plan is going to be to try to gain some of those yards back.
Yeah, I mean, are you thinking about clock here and trying to push to the end of the second, so you're the last one with the ball? Or too much time on the clock right now? Oh, my goodness, this one's deep. Oh, and off of that, nobody even turned around for it.
No, that one was sent long distance with extra postage. That was crazy. Yeah, no, I earlier in my career, as far as playing Madden goes, I wanted quick strikeability. I wanted points on the board as quick as possible, either in a form of intimidation or to prove that I'm not out of the game. And I got burnt by it so many times by leaving time on the clock that nowadays, even, with 6 minutes left in the second, I'm going to throw in some run plays there, take some time off the clock so that I don't potentially get burnt going into the locker room by either giving up points or potentially, losing out on any opportunity. So yeah, I would definitely slow it down. I wouldn't necessarily use hurry up offense, but I'd slow down the gameplay here to control the clock as much as possible.
Oh, my throw off of his own guy, and then it falls into the hands of someone who was running out anyway. I think that was intended to go out to the left, but it went behind the line and ended up losing a yard.
Yeah, sometimes catching the ball isn't always the best thing. I mean, that goes down as a completed pass, although kind of botched, but losing yards on the play instead. So now it's 2nd and 11 from the 30.
Handoff, trying to get up the middle, and just a lot of men in the way. He will get back what he lost and then some. 3rd and 9. 3rd
and 9. This is going to be a huge play here for both teams. If Raj can get a stop here and get the ball back, he potentially is right back in this game. And if Priest is able to pull off something here and keep this drive going, that momentum meter is going to stay exactly where it's at.
Yeah, that's a really good point. This is a really big play right now. See what's going to happen here on a lot of different fronts. Daka, no one in the backfield. Snap. Throw quickly over to the left. It's caught, and he's taken down. There's a first down.
Lightning fast. That was thrown immediately. I think that he knew where he was going with that before he even, hiked the ball, because there was no stopping looking for open players. It was get the ball, launch the ball, and able to get that first down.
Looks like same formation. Throw this time over the middle. Oh, he had it wide open.
I agree. Yeah. In fact, I thought that was gonna be gone. Just a little too quick or a little too high, and the receiver doesn't come down with it. And now it's 2nd and 10 from the 41.
Yeah, he hadn't even turned yet when the ball was sailing past him. Unfortunate, but snap now. Throwing over to the left, this one's caught. That slant, he has a step on his defender.
Yeah, another first down. Great play there by Priest, and then again that clock is dropping. It seems like a couple seconds ago we said there was 6 minutes. Now we're down to 4. Great clock management right now by Priest.
Snap, handoff, left side. Picks up quite a bit there. 5 yards to the 40-yard line you go.
Yep, that was a great run to the left there, gaining 5 yards on it. Clock keeps going. I wouldn't be in any rush right now to hit that end zone. I would pick some time off here and there, and still work on your points, but you don't have to do everything in one play. And that's one thing I've been telling owners in our leagues for years, is the fact you don't need to score back with one play. Take your time, burn some clock.
That's true. Another rush play. This one not able to gain anything. So the blitz comes in and eats that trap play up.
So now it's 3rd and 5, but we've been here before. We've seen Coach Raj be able to force 3rd down quite a few times in this game so far. But Priest has seemingly had the answer when it comes on 3rd down. So let's see what happens here on this go of it.
Handoff left side, big gap and taken down, but the 31-yard line and a fresh set of downs are up on the board.
Yeah, that was actually a really good play. I like that. I mean, people were expecting the pass, and with everyone looking downfield for the pass, you only need to gain 5 yards to your left, take off with it. And now Jones in the quarterback position again.
Ooh, good spot. I hadn't seen that. Sends the man in motion. Here we go. That same play we saw earlier. Takes it himself. Doesn't get the block, but pushes through anyway and picks up the 28. That should take us to the 2-minute warning.
I think it will, actually. Yeah, we're moving to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 now from the 28-yard line. And it looks as though Priest is doing a great job of draining that clock. 4 minutes in this quarter have already disappeared just on this drive alone.
That's true. Very, very true. It'd be big because when you have 3 timeouts, a minute is a very long time. So he's going to need to drain quite a bit if he wants to be the last one with the ball. But he could at very least put pressure on him.
Indeed.
High formation handoff, fake left side, rolling to the right, throwing into coverage, swatted out of the way.
Great stop there by Coach Raj. Now it's 3rd and 6 from the 28. They're definitely in field goal range, so they potentially have at least 3 points in their back pocket. But right now, you're gonna want to do everything you can to get those 6 yards and keep this drive going. And like you said, kill off this clock and end up with points here to end off the first half.
Yeah, 3 points is a big deal when you're winning by 7, because they can, in theory, get the extra point, get the 2-point conversion, and take a lead. With a 3 points on the board, they wouldn't be able to do that throw, and this one's caught. Oh my God, what a play! He found a gap in the zone. Holy cow!
Saw that, threaded the needle, put it in, and just like that, with 1:51 left in the first half, the Packers, Coach Priest, up 17-3 now. Raj getting the ball back. Sorry, Coach Raj getting the ball back with 1:51. Just saw that Roach showed up in chat. Roach, welcome to the broadcast, sir. Roach is a great Rocket League player. I'm looking to sign him to Evolve Sports. Get him in there in the Rocket League. Ooh. All right, taking a knee in the end zone. He's going to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Coach Raj and the Chiefs can do here with 1:51 left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you and I were sitting here talking about field goals, and then Coach Priest bombs it into the end zone and makes this a 14-point game.
Yeah, Coach Priest was like, "Oh yeah, you keep talking about that. I'm going for this," and he rifles it into the end zone.
That's why I'm in the booth, not on the field.
Yeah, I think that's where I should be too, like on a permanent basis. But we'll see here what Coach Raj can do here. 1:51 left on the clock.
Snap, waiting, throwing over to the left. This one's caught, and he's wrapped up. He had a step on him, but was able to get him by the bootstraps.
Yep, gained 7 yards on it, but wasn't able to break away at the last second there. And as a result, 2nd and 3 with that clock still dropping.
Yeah, it was a nice play headed for the sidelines. Couldn't quite stretch there. Snap, waiting. Throwing over to the left into coverage. Almost intercepted. There were two guys there just waiting.
Yeah, it reminds me of when I was a kid playing Hungry Hippos. I was like, nom, 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 just waiting for that, right? So somehow it avoided it. 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now. Coach Rog is looking downfield. Throwing. This one is taken down at 2. Off the fingertips of the defense. A good swat.
Great defense. And yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, I would definitely be punting it right now. Based on the deficit, I wouldn't be going for it. I'd be punting it away at this point. Take your chances with the defense. Get to the locker room, down by 2 touchdowns. Because if you miss that, I don't even know what it was, 3rd and 6 maybe, from your own 30-some yard line, that's basically just handing the other team points. So, great decision there to get that out of there. Make Priest work for his points here.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Priest does have all of his timeouts and 1:12 left on the clock. I formation now, handoff over to the left. He's going to push forward to the 29 and call the timeout.
6 yards on the play, gain 6, 2nd and 4, timeout, minute 7 on the clock. Trying to cover all the stats in one breath. I think it's going okay.
And going fantastic. I formation again, making some calls over to the right. Snap, looking, waiting, throwing. Over the head of the defense. It's caught and he's pushed to the ground, but what a big play. Timeout.
Huge play, but he got rocked when he came down with that ball. Just got smoked.
He definitely did, but it moves him to the other side of the 50. They're now in enemy territory.
Which, as we saw earlier, potential field goal range. We saw Raj hit the field goal from this area. So they're gonna need some defense here.
From the shotgun again, he's looking, throwing over the middle. It's caught, and he's taken down at the 33. Hurry up offense. Less than 45 left. He's got 1 timeout. Handoff right side, tons of room, and he picks up another first down into the red zone. Now the 19. Hurry up offense. A little bit of runoff. 24 seconds left. From the shotgun again, snap, looking, throwing over to the left, into the end zone, touchdown again!
That was like a heat-seeking missile. That just went to the left with authority and into the end zone.
He started with what, 117, something like that? Talk about a 1-minute offense.
Yeah.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, that was like a Christmas tree. It got lit up real fast. And yeah, so now it's 24-3 with 18 seconds on the clock here before we hit halftime. Absolutely
massive. 21-point lead, but I've always said anything that you can do in one half, the other team could do in the second half. So that's the beautiful thing about it only being the ending of the second here.
Yes.
Is that anything can happen in the second half of the game. When you go to that locker room and you think about everything that just happened, how do you change your game plan?
Well, that's going to be an interesting thing because I don't think that Coach Raj is necessarily doing anything wrong. I mean, he was gaining 10+ yards per play there for a while. It just happens to be, great play. And it was
a beautiful play.
He threw that low, and Harbin was able to come up with it.
He did. I've seen very good use of the low high balls being used not only today but in tapes I've watched.
Yeah, these guys are incredibly skilled. Everybody in the OMFL.
Triple coverage, very deep, bomb downfield, another interception. He's going to be able to return this one. The clock running low. We're at 2 seconds. I think he'll probably just take a knee and take this one to the locker room.
Yeah, that would probably be. That's probably what I'm expecting as well. We'll see what they do here. They're going to take a knee and get to the locker room with a 24-3 lead at halftime.
Huge.
Absolutely massive lead put together by Coach Priest and the Packers.
Coach Rog was feeling the pressure of the time, so that clock management, like you were saying, Langell, really played a massive role there.
Yeah, it definitely did. But what's interesting about this is the fact that if I see it correctly, Coach Raj gets the ball back to start the second half.
Yes.
So potential to get back on the board here, cut into this deficit.
It's true.
Let's see what we got.
Big kick. Go ahead.
Came out with it, got as far as the 19-yard line. I used to do that a lot. I used to run out with it because, like I said in the opening there, I used to want to try to get that big play, try to make them miss a tackle and take off down the field. But much like winning the lotto, statistically, it hasn't really happened that much for me. So now I just kind of take the knee and wait for it.
When it was the 20, it felt worth it. 25 never did for me, so I would always try and take that knee or dodge the ball when I could.
Yep, totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. And then in our league, the Extreme League, where hits are bigger and everything else, if you run out with it and you get hit stick, there's a very good chance you're losing that ball. So that's another reason why I like to stay at home.
That makes sense as well. This momentum still heavily in favor of Coach Priest. Snap here, tries to get the ball away and can't. Almost sacked. Able to just get the arm motion forward to consider not a fumble.
Yeah, just enough to avoid that one. The pressure from Priest and the Packers and their defense, though, isn't leaving Coach Raj a lot of time to get things set up either.
Yeah, that's very true, and that's difficult when he's thrown a couple of interceptions already. Doesn't want to make a mistake, but also doesn't have time to think about it too much.
Exactly.
Throw over the middle, big play. Kelsey has been lights out for him. Really, really good. He's their tight end.
Yes. Yeah.
Really solid hands and able to always find his man on that.
I'm getting flashbacks to last week when I played West and the Chiefs because it was the same thing. All right, Mahomes spins back, throws out to the right, and I believe that's inbounds. No, it's not. I thought
it looks like his second foot.
Yeah.
Didn't touch. Wasn't able to drag that at all.
It looked like that was going to be a great pass, and then obviously people with better eyesight than me was like, nope, let's try that again. Smith comes in and just smashes Mahomes. So it's 3rd and 16 now.
And that was all user controlled. That was Coach Priest able to weave around the guy trying to block him and just take the quarterback right to the ground.
Yeah, that defensive pressure we were talking about just seems to be improving and increasing as this game goes on.
And I mean, he's in man coverage. He's not all out blitzing. It's a 4-man run, so it's really effective pressure without having to completely kill your backfield.
Indeed. Came charging in, got smoked as a result. Gets the ball away though, so it's 4th and 16 as opposed to say 4th and 26. But the result's the same. They're punting the ball away at this point.
That's very true. He's lucky, that he didn't get sacked a few times on that drive. And this is completely different than his first couple of drives where he moved the ball pretty well and then had some, bad plays on the throwing side. This is just didn't have time to do anything.
No, exactly.
How do you combat that? How do you combat the feeling pressured all the time?
I would put it on max protection and then put double team on the line there and try a couple screen passes with the pressure coming in like that. If you can throw a screen pass and get out to the left or out to the right, you have the potential to maybe break away and gain a first down or two. That's what I would be doing. I know that Coach Raj has a lot more experience than me, so people may be hearing that and going, yeah, you're not there yet. You haven't figured out this yet. Oh, look at that. But to me, that's what I would do in a situation like this. If the defense is constantly coming after me, try some screen passes, try to get away from that. 3rd and 18.
Yeah, that's considered a fumble. That was a backwards pass.
Wow.
And Rogers has now run for negative 17 yards.
Happens.
Rogers not known for his running ability,
No,
so it's okay.
Exactly. Standing in his own end zone now, wide open, but gets the stop. There's some great defense by Coach Raj and the Kansas City Chiefs, forcing the punt and now gonna get the ball back.
They definitely needed that. They needed a big defensive play, and they got it. So good on Coach Raj for coming through on that one.
Yeah, most definitely. And now if the momentum dropped a little bit, hopefully there's a little bit of a crack in the armor there, and he can take advantage of this and try to get some points on the board. Something that we're only just getting used to, Meter, in Madden 22 is this momentum meter and how it can actually play into the game. And as we've seen in this, we've seen in the Extreme League as well. It can be like having an extra teammate, having that momentum swing in your favor.
Yeah, I mean, right now they've got the having trouble with coverage and players running slightly faster than normal. In the favor of Coach Priest and the home team. So those can make a big deal.
Yeah, most definitely. We're seeing here Kansas City has 1 yard rushing so far. Green Bay has 73. So Green Bay definitely winning the run game battle, whether it be run game defense or just able to exploit the defense of Coach Raj and the Chiefs. There's a 70-some yard gap between the two of them, but
I think we've seen much more consistent run attempts from Coach Priest. Even when it wasn't working well for him, even when he was getting 1-2 yards in the first couple of drives, he was getting 2 to 4 yards per run. He was still doing it consistently, and it adds up, and you do get some breakouts.
You do get some breakouts. It takes time off the clock, but at the same time, when looking at it, Coach Raj down by 3 touchdowns, down by 21 points. Running the ball probably isn't going to be the most effective time management right now. So I understand the heavy throw. Oh, the heavy throw ratio to try to gain yards back and get points, but yeah.
Oh, almost intercepted there. Yeah, I mean, the time management with 5 minutes left here in the third, it's hard to think that when the pass play has been consistently either being intercepted or creating fourth downs. I mean, again, I'm up here in the box, not on the field, so hard to come up with too much that I can criticize in that way.
Right. I think one thing to point out, though, is and you're 100% right, I'm not arguing with you. I think part of the thing with Coach Raj right now, his interceptions are long balls, are trying to get to that end zone. But the short and medium passes, he's been lights out on that. So I would try to focus a little more on medium passing and try to keep moving forward. And went for that and unfortunately dropped the ball. Quick shout out in chat. We got a couple subs and resubs there. Commando Slippy and Colbus1984, both members of Evolve Sports. Thank you so much for the subs. Greatly appreciated. As Coach Raj kicks it away now into the end zone, which is going to bring it out to the 20-yard line. Just over at the chat, and there are so many emojis there. That's a wall of emojis. All right, here we go. Coach Priest taking up from the 20-yard line.
Oh my!
Wow. What a play that would have been.
That was very intense. Almost able to hit his man while running away.
I like how we're watching it. We all just stopped in silence to see what was going to happen.
His pistol, Rogers surrounded.
Yep, heavy protection there.
2nd and 10. Handoff and taken down right near the line. They'll clock him for a single yard forward. 3rd and 9 now. We're seeing kind of a more defensive showcase here in the third by on both sides, but especially for Coach Raj. But unfortunately, that's only half the game here when you're trailing 21. So, but it's definitely good to see. Stop the bleeding first.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. If you can keep them off the board, you're giving yourself a chance to come back in the game.
True. Throw over to the middle, and this one's caught, and another first down.
3rd and 9 makes him pay for it. Now 1st and 10 from the 36.
A good play there, and that must have been audible because that was a flood switch, unless he just flipped the play.
Yeah,
having that man run across the middle.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was a change on the line, and as a result, got the
Jones.
first down. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
This is 4th time we've seen him take a snap, and the 3rd time we've seen that exact counter play. Definitely starting to see some repeats here that, if he's not careful, could bite him by a very savvy player on the opposite side of the ball.
Indeed. I mean, he gained 4 yards on it, so good on him on that one. You got to be careful.
Handoff cuts back in and finds a gap. Wow. Picks up good yards there. 3rd and 1 now.
3rd and 1 from the 46. 2:51 left in the 3rd quarter. You are watching Evolve Sports Clash 17. Priest versus Raj. Thank you so much for being here. And it's a historical event. It's our first ever matchup from PlayStation. I'm super excited about that. I know I've said it numerous times, but I can't help it. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody in chat is. The whole Evolve Sports community definitely is loving having the additional league in here, having PlayStation be a part of the team.
Yeah, most definitely. 2nd and 11. Now that run actually went nowhere. Went back by
It's true. Blown up early. Wasn't able to get the blocking he wanted. Setting up this very well covered Rogers again.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Yeah, he's heavily protected in the box there.
Waiting, snap, backing. Ingram coming in and takes him down. Hits him low.
Even with that protection, the protection fell apart really quick, and he got smashed on that one.
Looks like they were all designed to be receivers, so none of them were actually protecting him in the long run.
Yep, and unfortunately, that left him all alone with a freight train coming the opposite direction.
3rd and 21. Big play. Throw over the middle. It's caught. It's taken to the ground on the other side of the 50, but it's still 4th and 4, and he's going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that's... he's going for the field goal. Going for the field goal from the 47.
It's going to be a 60-something yarder?
It is.
It's a 64-yard field goal attempt right now.
Well, let's see how this one plays out.
No, there's no way.
It is Mason Crosby. One of the best kickers in NFL history.
That's going to be a penalty.
I love it. Did you see what just happened there?
What's
that? It took an extra 40 seconds off the clock. Now he'll punt it away, which basically brings you to the end of the 3rd quarter. What clock management?
Very interesting. So willing to take the penalty.
Yeah, in order to burn extra time off the clock.
Now, in theory, could he not have done that with the punt play and just held on to the ball or used chew clock?
Yeah, the potential's there, but I think the mind games of is he going to kick it, is he not, and then letting it go. That's a veteran move. That's some veteran clock management right there, and it's a little bit of mind games.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Coach Raj needs something big here. Handoff fake, looking downfield, double coverage, well scouted. He saw that every step of the way with the interception. Cuts back over to the left and takes this one down to the 10-yard line. And holy cow.
What a turnaround that was. Unfortunately, Coach Raj, with the interception, just had the ball back, was able to stop Priest on his drive, force the kick, and now Priest is setting up shop at the 10-yard line. Meter, you've said it before. Sometimes it's easier to move the ball with your foot than it is trying to throw it. And we just saw an advantage there, an example of that one.
It's true, especially when you had 2 interceptions. Now he's got 3. And what do you expect to see here in these next few plays from the Priest?
I'm thinking at this point, when you're at the 8-yard line, burning a bunch of time is probably not a priority. Putting the game away by getting into the end zone is. So I don't expect a lot of time burning plays on this one. I expect to see Priest into the end zone to read the last rites, as a Priest would normally do, and put this game away.
Oh, we're seeing it right now. 3rd and goal from the 4, throwing over the middle, wide open. Beautiful short slant. Another touchdown. And over 30 points on the board now for Priest.
Yeah, 31-3 now. Ball coming back to Coach Raj, who, you know what, I want to make this explicitly clear while we're talking about it in the game, is the fact that, yeah, this score is a little lopsided right now, but this isn't any indication of, Coach Raj not being up to snuff. Coach Raj and all the members of the OMFL are incredibly talented any given Sunday. It just happened to be today just wasn't quite his day so far, but I expect to see him back and make huge strides in this division as this division gets its feet under it and starts growing.
Definitely. I've mentioned I watched these guys play prior to this. I've watched several of their games today, and both of these guys are just really good at what they do. It is always such a pleasure to watch anybody from that league, and especially these guys play and do what they do.
He dropped it. I thought he had that. And yes, I agree 100%. One other thing we should mention is the fact that the OMFL championship game for season 100 is going to be coming up in the next week to week and a half. I don't know the exact date on that yet. Colby and I called season 99's championship game, and I would be honored to be able to come back and call season 100's game. So if anyone from the OMFL is watching this, get in touch with us. I'd gladly. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh! Tips it out of the air and forces an interception.
Oh, wow. Finally taken to the ground. That is absolutely huge.
That is. And it seems as though, again, it's the long distance passing that seems to be the problem.
Yeah, no, definitely those massive bombs, and he was ready for it. He had 3 guys out back. Yeah, devastating here in the 4th. But you're trailing by a lot. You gotta take some risks.
Mm-hmm.
Just risky did not pay off today.
And that's true. I mean, the exact opposite could happen in the next game. Look at that. Trick play and makes the first down. 2nd and 4, gets the first down and out to the 47-yard line. Just under 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
Now what are you expecting to see as the game plan? Still behind your own 50. Quite a bit of time left on the clock, winning by a large margin.
Yeah, I expect to see some run plays here, maybe some hurry-up offense. Or chew clock offense, sorry, in an effort to try to drain some clock here. But we'll see. Runs to the right, gains 4 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, now just on the other side of the 50. Definitely chewing some of that clock down. I don't think that's chew clock offense on technically, letting it tick down to 15 now.
Yeah.
Pistol formation. Yeah, he's letting it manually drop most of the way. So he is eating that clock.
Yeah, these two are veterans. I'm sure that they've got plays that we've never seen before as far as clock management goes. But yeah, with a 31-3 lead, no reason to do anything crazy. Just gain a few yards here and there. As I like to say, dink and donk your way down the field. Get yourself some yards here and there. Take that time away. Shake hands and see them again.
Pushing all the way. Continuing to pick up small yards, small yards, small yards.
Yeah. 4th and 1. I'll admit, I got lost in the track of downs there. I thought that was 3rd down. I was like, all right, things are moving well, but as we see, that's a 4 up there. So we were punting it away, and now Coach Rogert gets the ball back, starting from the 20 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, 5:44 left on the clock. Has that I formation. Snap, handoff, trying to get out to the right side and just beaten down real fast.
Yeah, didn't gain anything on that one. In fact, went back by 3 yards. Went to run with the ball to try to change things up. See if they can catch the defense off guard, but the defense was not fooled in the least there. And now we got the shake and screen back.
He's looking downfield. He's going to bomb this one again. Nope, throw over the middle, but it's still into triple coverage. And he has everybody downfield. Look at that play design for the defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Priest knew what was coming, or thought he knew what was coming. In fact, everybody kind of thought that ball was going to go deep. Raj changes up the last second, throws it like midfield, but like you said, triple coverage in there. He's lucky to get away with that ball just hitting the ground.
Oh, that was a great play on the turnaround. He had perfect timing, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, for whatever reason, just didn't come down with it. And unfortunately, now we're forced to punt it away.
He does punt it. He sails back, and he's taken down pretty quickly to 36.
All right, so less than 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. All the momentum on Green Bay's side, on Priest's side, leading 31-3 here late in the 4th. Man, if this is what the PlayStation action is going to be like, or the PlayStation Madden Division is going to be like, sign me up. I want to see more of this. I definitely want to see more of this.
Oh, man, great. He pressured him with a pushing through the defense, or the offensive line, and almost got a swat on the back end, but just threaded the needle there.
Yeah. That ball had eyes, as they say. It knew exactly where it wanted to be.
The backup quarterback is in. Very interesting choice.
Yeah, I got to give credit for sportsmanship on that one. I mean, if you've got your starters in there in a 31-3 lead, you know, like, take your foot off the gas a little bit there. And
Rogers is back.
And I guess that drink of Gatorade is done, and now everyone's back on the field doing what they do.
That's my apologies. That was not the backup quarterback. That was the running back.
Oh, there you go.
I apologize for my lack of Green Bay knowledge.
No, that's perfectly fine. I heard it and figured I would go with it, and we both tried to make something out of nothing there. And
He's back.
He's back. Exactly.
They're taking turns at this point.
Sharing is caring, kids. All right. All right. 3rd and 4, and the defense stands tall now. 4th and 3 from the 33-yard line, and it looks as though Green Bay is going to set up for a field goal. Mason Crosby.
50 yards. This one is easily good.
Yeah. Up and in and through, making the score 34-3 with 2:44 left here in the 4th quarter.
All right, another drive attempt here, and you got to believe that you feel good to get points, get additional points at this point in the game.
Yes. Yeah, something to take away for the next matchup, something to end the game strong. You may not end up with the win here, but scoring points is definitely something to build some confidence and to use moving forward. So, yeah, I totally agree, 100% with you.
He's looking. Everybody's covered, and he throws over the head of this guy. It's a very, very tight defense here. All of his guys downfield in this man coverage. I don't see many mismatches.
No. Priest doing a great job of blanketing the field, making sure everybody's covered, like you said, in man-to-man coverage. Know where to go with that ball. Just throw it and hope maybe someone comes down with it. But it went soaring way over his head there.
Looking and just pushed to the ground. He had a guy coming from either side, but one was way off to the left, and this guy came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was. I've noticed it, mate, as I'm watching this game. Priest's defense has gotten more aggressive as the game has gone on, and as that score ballooned up a bit, now the pressure's coming to Mahomes, and his missing passes are getting set.
Another bomb downfield. Defense is ready, but he's pushed off the ball and he drops it.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I am shocked.
Yeah, so am I. That would have been a huge play for Raj and the Chiefs. And for whatever reason, the player just dropped the ball and now forced to punt it away, just 4 seconds shy of the 2-minute warning.
And kick to just behind the 30, and he'll push forward as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Coach Priest will start his drive at the 29.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Oh, he's setting up for a kneel. He's looking to salt this game away, burn the clock down, take a couple knees, and wrap this game up. So, great sportsmanship by Priest. No reason to run up the score, no reason to add any sort of insult to injury. But again, while we have the opportunity, in chat, let's get some GGs to both Coach Priest and Coach Raj. Both played a hell of a game. They both came here today to walk away with the pride of being the first two to compete in the Madden Division for PlayStation. And I think they both deserve a hell of a lot of respect today for launching this division.
Yeah, I could not agree more. And, so games don't always go right down the middle. Sometimes the people who are very evenly matched end up having one-sided games. And I personally, having watched both of these guys in several different games, do think that's what happened here today.
Yeah, I totally do too. I mean, congratulations to Coach Priest on moving on in the division. He's 1-0, but I don't think this is the last we're going to see of Coach Raj. And I honestly think that, his future is super bright in this division. And I'm looking forward to see his next outing to see how things go.
Definitely agreed. That said, Coach Priest had some amazing gameplay all day.
Yeah.
For the entire game was exceptional and near flawless.
Yeah, gave up that field goal either late in the first, maybe early in the second quarter. Other than that, it's been lights out defense, a few interceptions, been able to sack the quarterback, get to the quarterback quite a few times. I mean, as I said there earlier, it seems like his defense got stronger and more aggressive as the game went on. And great performance by him today, Coach Priest here. And, a 31-point victory in the debut of the Madden Division here on Clash.
Yeah, huge, and massive thank you to both of them for playing with us here today.
Oh, most definitely, and I really hope that they will be back in the future.
Another long bomb. This one is caught and knocked out of his hands.
Oh man, that's got to be heartbreaking. That's a few times now where he's got the pass away, got it to the hands of the receiver, and the receiver just doesn't come down with it. Just does not come down with it.
The defensive stripping of the ball on these bombs when he's making the play, definitely heartbreaking.
Most definitely. So 9 seconds left, potentially the last play.
Wide open to the 20, and it's caught, but no points. He moves it from the 16 to the 17 on the opposite side of the field.
What an absolute missile to end the game. Unfortunately, it didn't end up in points, but that's the kind of play you want to end the game on, saying, "See, I told you I could do it. I told
Absolutely
you I could do it."
Huge.
What a game here to kick off the division. Congratulations to Priest on his win, 34-3 over Coach Raj and the Chiefs. Man, can we do this like 3 more times tonight? Can we do this? We had a series in hockey. Let's do this again. That was awesome.
I love it. I'm excited to see what this new chapter in adding PlayStation and new competitors is going to bring.
Yeah, I am as well. And I want to give a shout out to everybody from the grown folks community, from the PlayStation side, for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the organization. And I look forward to seeing more games. But again, I got to give the plug again. The OMFL Season 100 Championship game is coming up soon. And if you like what you just saw here, then the OMFL Championship game is going to be something you're going to want to tune into as well. Let's take a look at some stats here. Final score 34-3. Total offense is moving way too quick for me to read, but there are a lot of numbers happening right now. Time of possession 28-11 to 11-49. 4 turnovers. Total yards 437 to 227. Yeah, okay, here we go. So
yeah, I mean, the 2 biggest things I saw: third down conversions. I always bring them up. I'm gonna keep beating that drum. It was 30% to 60%. I mean, that's a massive swing.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I'll bring up 3 stats because the other obvious one is interceptions. Turnovers, 4 turnovers. That's a lot of turnovers. I think 3 of them were key turnovers, and the last one was when he was down by a significant amount already.
Yeah.
But the other one was rushing yards. -2 total rushing yards for the team. That's a hard one to eat. Kind of limited him. I think at that point, Coach Priest knew, okay, he's only passing. I only need to worry about the pass. Yeah. And he was able to be aggressive, and he used it to his advantage.
Right, exactly. And as a result there, once you're down by multiple scores, running the ball, unless you're really skilled running the ball, I'm not saying that Coach Raj isn't. But what I'm saying is if you have, like, back in the day we had F-Tractor there, Adrian Peterson, who was a game changer on the ground. Get the ball to your running back and take off with it. But most teams don't have that luxury, so you have to go through the air if you want to try to get back in the game, and that's essentially what happened here in this game. So 3 for 10 on third down conversions versus 9 for 15 from Priest. Neither team went for it on fourth down. Red zone 3 for 3. One penalty for 5 yards. We saw that earlier there with the letting the clock hit 0, delay of game. Time of possession 28-11 to 11-49. What a fantastic performance by both teams, by both coaches, and I look forward to having them back to see where things go from here. But yeah, what a night here on Clash. What a performance. And my hat's off to both Coach Priest and Coach Raj. Both played an amazing game. Look at that, passing yards, 241 to 202. So passing wise, yards wise, very close. Like 30 some yards between the two of them. The difference is the completion rate for Priest and the Packers was 76% to 36% by Holmes. So I think that the pass defense and the interceptions that Priest was able to put together is the big difference in that one. If you can't complete passes, you can't move down the field, especially when you're down by a large score. So I would say that Priest played a clinical textbook game, and Coach Raj unfortunately got behind in points and did what he could to try to get back into the game, but today seemed to be Coach Priest's game.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and great game all around.
Oh, most definitely. All right, I want to thank everyone in chat for joining us tonight for Clash 17. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of history, as we now have a PlayStation division, and it is underway. And as I mentioned earlier there, Clash 18, looking to possibly get some Rocket League on that one. So we may see PlayStation in back-to-back episodes of Clash, because Rocket League is cross-platform, so almost anybody can join us, no matter what platform you're on. So look for information on that. And we're also looking to dial it back or bring it back for Monkey Work to defend the hockey championship against Shane's Gaming. So if we can get that booked for Clash 18, Clash 18 could be absolutely huge.
I agree. That would be a very exciting matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I look forward to every clash, not only because I get to watch it, not only because I get to either sit in the booth with you or I get to be dialed in to hear you guys on commentary, but yeah, there's some great matches and some great games coming up, and I look forward to Clash every single opportunity we have a chance to put one of these on.
I couldn't agree more.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to thank everyone for joining us. You guys, hope you have a great rest of your night. Keep following us on Twitter, twitter.com/TheEvolveSports for information as to what's coming up. And if we don't see you before next Monday, we'll see you next Monday for Evolve Sports Tonight, where we will not only recap Clash 17, but break some news on Clash 18, which is going to be 2 weeks from tonight. So do you have anything else you want to mention there, Meter?
I don't. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you for everything. And we'll let you guys go. Good night from Evolve Sports Live. And again, congratulations to the Priest on his win over Coach Rogert here tonight, 34-3. But congratulations to both of them on kickstarting our Madden Division, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So on behalf of Meter, my name is Langela on Xbox. Thank you for joining us, and good night from Evolve Sports Live.